Let me tell you about two people that I admire. What I learned from Taylor Swift and Tony Robbins. I know they don't seem to go together at all, but there are two people who I admire. I just watched a documentary that Taylor Swift put out, and you can watch it on Disney Plus. It's called Folklore. And I was just at a Tony Robbins event a couple of weeks ago, and something intrigued me about their stories through COVID, specifically about COVID and how the world shut down. So Taylor, like the rest of us, was completely shocked with the shutdown in March, and then they canceled all of her shows. And they canceled. She's a singer, songwriter, musical, studio artist, recording artist. Well, they shut everything down. All of her concerts canceled. All of her shows canceled. All of her meetups canceled. She wasn't able to even record in recording studios, but she's got this passion. She's got this message. She's got something that's inside of her that she needs to get out. That's a goal. It's a dream, right? She's 30 years old, and she's got all of this stuff that's in her that she wants to share with the world. And if you've listened to her music, it's not just for entertainment purposes. She's got meaning behind it, and whether you like it or don't like it doesn't matter. But she's got something that she wants to do, and then the world shut down. Tony Robbins, same thing, right? He's a personal development person, and he's got shows everywhere. Not shows, but there's seminars, there are workshops, there are multiple day-long events, 4, 5, 6, 7 days sometimes. Total immersion, massive events. Thousands of people come. Shut down. What did he do? He had to shift and say, all right, well, they shut me down in California. I'm going to move to Arizona. Shut them down there. Well, okay, go to Las Vegas. They're not going to shut down Las Vegas. Shut down, right? All right, go to a different country. Shut down. Everything got shut down. Both of these people, right? Highly successful people, we would say. They're worth hundreds of millions of dollars each. They don't need the money, but they've got something inside of them. They've got a goal that they want to reach. They've got something that they have to do. But what did I learn? Is that they struggle too. They struggle too. And what does this have to do with finances? This is exactly what we do on a day-to-day basis, and especially in a year like this year, 2020, where COVID happens and the world shuts down, and we have racial injustice, and we have political divisiveness, and we have the election, and we have all these things, at least here in America. And we have all of these things, and we're completely shell-shocked, and we sit around, and we either are waiting for something to go back to some kind of normalcy, and we're going to have these ups and downs, or we're still in shock, or we are figuring out like, okay, I just got to hold out until 2021, and then, maybe I'll figure it out then. Here's what I learned from them. Both of these masters of their destiny, masters of their craft, masters of their own lives, struggled. They were angry, completely angry, and then they were sad. They went through the stages of grief, right? They did this, and Taylor talks about it in her documentary where she said, all right, in May, after a couple of months, she's like, I shouldn't sit around anymore. I've got something. I got to go do something. I got to take action. And that's what Tony Robbins is talking about, right? Massive action. That's his thing. So what did they do? They figured it out, and they said, I have a message. I got to go do something. And in our case, we've got a financial goal, and we got to go do something. So here's what I learned. They said, all right, I can't do this, what I normally do. I've got to change. They changed, they got shut down. They changed again, they got shut down. They keep innovating, keep changing, keep figuring it out until it works. And so in Tony's case, what did they do? He built this digital studio that has, I don't even know how long it is, but it's huge. Digital screen, high ceilings, everything. So, and both sides of him, in front of him and behind him. And he has cameras set up now. They built this entire studio, millions of dollars spent. He didn't know if it was going to work, but he was going to make it work. And he's done multiple events now during COVID times, and people are still attending. And he's making it work because he said, no more. I can't just sit around and do nothing. I've got a message. I've got a plan. I've got a vision. I've got to go do something. And so he made it work. And what did Taylor do? Same thing. She's like, well, I can't have any concerts. I can't have any shows. I can't go play anywhere. I can't even record my albums, the songs that I've been writing, because all of the studios are shut down. So what did she do? She got a few people together and they created a studio, a recording studio in her house. They built out a recording studio so she could just sit there and record music because that's what she was designed to do. That's what she was meant to do. So what can we take away from this, right? Two highly successful people. Taylor's probably the most, if not one of the most successful female artists ever. And Tony Robbins is like the guy. He is out there. He is grinding. He is everywhere and has so much energy at 60 years old. He takes care of his body. He takes care of himself. And he's doing these 14, 15, 16-hour days in these seminars and giving it his all because he's got something that he's doing. So what do you have that you want to do with your life, with your finances specifically, right? I tell you those stories not just for entertainment value. You can go hear it from them. But what goal do you have? What do you want to accomplish with your life? And is it time? That's why I came up with that phrase. It's time. It's time. We're coming up on the end of 2020, going into 2021. Yes, for a lot of us, it has been an awful and horrific year. We've lost loved ones. People are sick. The numbers are getting worse with coronavirus cases. People can't travel anymore. We're not seeing our families. We're not even able to go and hang out with people. Places are shut down over and over again. Like all of these things, we can look and focus on the negative things. And yes, there are a bunch of negative things, but it doesn't mean that you can't go achieve your life, dreams and goals and passions. And we've got to take action, right? Like our two examples, we've got to go and do something. So it's time. It's time for you, just like it's time for me, to stop sitting here and passively and willingly just kind of let life go by. You know, this might be considered the lost year, but if we're not careful, it might be the lost 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Think about this. If you don't do something now, if you don't change now, do something, take action, you can look back 5 years from now and be in the same position you're in now. So what are you going to do to change, to make 2020 something that you can look back and say, all right, 2020 was the year of horrific things, but it was the year that I decided to change. I decided to change. And I launched off in 2021 to be the year that I took off in whatever area of your life. It might be your career, it might be your finances, it might be your health, it might be your relationships, it might be your mental state. Whatever it is, do something. It's time. It's time to change. It's time to take control of your life and go and do something, because you know what? You're the only one that's going to do something about it. You're the only one. So instead of wondering how to do something, replace the how with who. Who do I need to connect with? Who do I need to get around and get in proximity with? Who do I need to call? Who do I need to go and hire? Who do I need to go and ask questions of? Who do I need to help me achieve the things that I want to achieve? So this is my challenge to you. It's my challenge to me. Make this the time, as we're ending 2020 and starting 2021 in a few weeks here. Take that challenge and say, now I'm going to change. I'm going to do something to make my life better. And if I can help you with that, with your finances or your business, great. But connect with somebody, figure out what you want to do. You dream first, dream, get that vision, get that goal out, and then say, I need a plan. I need action. And then go take that massive action like Taylor did and like Tony did, right? And there's plenty of other people. Those are two of people that I have been in contact recently with. One, Taylor on the video, and I actually met Tony through one of his events. You know, he interviewed me. So take action. Make this the time. It's time. So get behind me and, you know, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to commit to change as well. I'm going to go do something about some things in my life. And, you know, just pick and go do something one at a time. You don't have to tackle everything. Just tackle one thing at a time. and go take that action and change your life.